Welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode number 12. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Dixie and Daisy, and I love to crochet. You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Lori Lulu 327. Excuse me. And if you want to email me, that's a good way to get a hold of me. The email for this podcast is lorilulu327@gmail.com. And we even have a Ravelry group for this podcast. Yeah! I set it up a couple weeks ago. There's a link down below so you can get to it. And right now the only prompt that I have is introduce yourself. Just let me know who you are. I think that's it for admin. Just want to say welcome to any new viewers and to returning viewers. Hello again. I'm glad you're here. So just grab a drink, grab your project. We have some stuff to talk about. I want to say that it doesn't feel like it's been 2 weeks since I last recorded because the last time I recorded was on a Monday and today is actually Friday. June 7th, so it hasn't been 2 weeks yet. I actually took today off. I just needed a mental health day. we've had a lot going on in our lives. For those of you who are new, my husband is a pastor at our church. It's actually right over there. And this week we've been at the church every night. With different stuff. Well, Monday night was Love Knots, which is a group of ladies that get together and knit and crochet. And then Tuesday we had Sunday school board meeting. Wednesday was Bible study. Last night we didn't have anything going on. That was so nice. We were so excited to have a night to ourselves. And then tonight we have a wedding rehearsal. So my husband is doing his first wedding this weekend. So we'll have the wedding tomorrow and then church on Sunday. And also on Sunday we're having our Sunday school cookout. So it's a packed weekend. So I just kind of wanted to have a day to myself. You know, Ryan's at work and I just can do whatever I want today. I'm excited. I was hoping to sleep in. No. I actually woke up really early. I woke up at 4 because I had been dreaming about crochet stitches. Actually, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to tell you what I was dreaming about. I was actually dreaming about stitches, like crocheting stitches and making sure that people understand what it is. Like, do they understand the pattern? Because I just released another pattern. It's the Petite Curie shawl. It's the second shawl in my Inspiring Women series. And honestly, I was dreaming about these stitches all night and so stressed. I was dreaming about these. This is the lovely Malabrigo Machida in their colorway Cello. And then I dreamt about these. This lovely bright pink is Yarn Geek Fibers. In their colorway Marie Curie. So yeah, I just released this pattern this week. It's a huge asymmetrical shawl. And you can find it on Ravelry, link down below. And there's a coupon code for 50% off the price. It is here. You get 50% off, and that coupon code is good until June 11th. I almost said January. What? Anyway, so yeah, I did not have a restful sleep last night, so I will probably be taking a nap later because I have the day. So yeah, stressful week, stressful last 2 weeks actually. But really the only exciting non-yarny thing that I have to talk about is we went to a White Sox game last Friday. We actually took our former neighbor, Frank. He and his wife lived in the apartment below us. For 9 years we were neighbors. But we ended up moving to a house. Well, the whole time we were there, they're like, you can't move, you're the best neighbors we've ever had. But then we ended up moving, we got a house, and the months before we moved, Marlia hadn't been doing well. She actually went on hospice. And we moved on a Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday she passed away. And so we felt horrible because, you know, we're leaving Frank all alone. So while we were still, like, in the town there, just in our house, we would have Frank over, like, once a month and have dinner with him just to catch up with him, make sure he's doing okay, all that. And then we moved up here. And traveling an hour for dinner is kind of difficult. So and plus he's been traveling a lot to see his family and all that because he's retired, so he can. But he is originally from Cleveland, so we messaged him like, hey, the Cleveland Indians are playing the White Sox here in Chicago. You want to go? We'll take you. And he's, sure, we'll go. And so when we went and actually bought the tickets there at the gate. So, like, we hadn't purchased them ahead of time, so I didn't know where we were going to sit. And next thing I know, we're going to 300 club level box seats. And I was like, why are we going? Like, why did you spend that much? And Ryan's like, well, I wanted to treat Frank. Okay, that's fine. If it had been the two of us, I don't know if I would have been okay with him spending that much money. But, but yeah, these seats are, you know, you have people come to you, they take your order, and they bring your food to you. Like, it's nice. But while we were there, you know, sitting there watching the game, which the White Sox won. Yay! So there was a foul ball. It went into the box next to us. Nobody tried to get it. And it bounced and then went down in the deck below. And behind us are the glassed in, the windowed box seats that are really expensive. But the windows were open, and in the box behind us, these guys start leaning out and yelling at the people at the box over here. Why didn't you try harder? You gotta get that ball. What are you doing? And I noticed the one guy, I was like, boy, he looks familiar. I'm not sure where I know him from. And then I started hearing everybody around us whispering. And then the guy in front of me pulls up his phone, and I can see he pulled up a face, but I couldn't see the face. I couldn't see who he's looking at. And he looks at the phone, and he looks behind us, and looks at the phone, and looks behind us, and then he turns to the lady next to him. Yeah, that's him. And I was like, who's him? Who are we talking about? And so she turned around, and she's like, it's Mitch Trubisky and Chase Daniels. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. Now, for those of you who aren't from Chicago, Mitch Trubisky is the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, and Chase Daniels is the backup. And they're sitting behind me at the White Sox game. Oh my goodness. So then, and of course, everybody's just talking, and they're going back and talking to him, and, you know, I was like, I'll leave him alone. I'll leave him be. And then, like, Ryan and Frank and I were talking about, like, that's pretty cool, you know. Bears quarterback is right behind us. And, like, I'm looking at, like, there's several guys, and they're all big. I'm like, they're probably part of the team, too. I just don't know them. Quarterback is pretty well known. Big face of the team. And then it was probably a few innings later, they made a big announcement. They're like, we want to welcome the Chicago Bears rookie team. And they put them on the camera on the big screen. And so down, a few boxes down, you could see them hanging out the windows. All the rookies were down there. And they're like, and the rest of the team. And then they showed the box behind us. And it's like, oh my goodness. But I took a picture. I had my phone out and I took my picture, so it's like you can see me and you can see Mitch behind me. And in the picture you can see him pointing as he's saying, "No pictures." So, I'm not posting the picture. I will respect his privacy because he didn't want pictures taken. But I did share it with Ryan and with Frank. So if you want to ask them, I do have a picture of me with Mitch Trubisky, although it's quite a ways away. But one little boy that was sitting behind me, he's actually doing a photobomb in my picture, which I'll show you later. It was a picture of just Ryan and Frank and I. He went up and asked Mitch for his autograph, and then a little bit later he went back and he was like, "Hey, do you want my autograph?" And so Mitch held out his hand, and so the kid signed his hand. It's super cute. So anyway, that's it for life stuff. We got wedding this weekend, cookout this weekend. It's a busy, busy weekend. Anyway, so shall we get on to the yarny goodness? I think so. So, pretty much finished objects. It's hats. And I have one make in progress that is a hat. And then one other make in progress. But we'll get into those later. So, let's start with hat parade, shall we? So, last time I had made this Loopy Love. Let me get the pattern for you here. Okay. Don't fall. Alright, so here's the Loopy Love hat pattern. It's by Moogly. All patterns I talk about and yarns will be linked down below. So I made the child size, and so it just looks so small. I was hoping for like kindergarten size. It may fit a kindergartner. I don't know. If they're small like my friend's little girl, it'll be fine. But I blocked it. I still need to weave in the ends. All these hats, you have ends that need woven in. Oh, I should tell you why I'm doing hats. Okay. So I'm doing blue hats with my local yarn shop, Llama Llama Ding Dong. You gotta do this when you say it, right? They're doing blue hats with Lion Brand Yarn Company. It's their Hat Not Hate, which is an anti-bullying campaign. And they want blue hats. So I'm doing this one. I finished this one. I blocked it. So it did stretch out a bit more. And it looks better. That's hat number 1. Hat number 2. That is blue. Is this one. This is the Phyllis hat. And you can find that on the Lion Brand website. I changed up the color order just so it'd be more blue, because they want it to blue hats. Yeah. Then I'm also doing yellow hats. That's going to be donated to the Children's Hospital here in Chicago. It's Lurie's Children's Hospital. And I wanted yellow, bright colors. So the next one I did was this crochet shell beanie. This is an adult size. I found this on Crochet for Cancer website, so it's like their chemo cap patterns. I tried to make it a little bit smaller so it would fit a child. I still feel like it's odd. I feel like I should just block this one, see if that gets better. Again, ends still need to be woven in. So I'm doing blue and yellow hats to donate, and then I decided to start make some hats for a friend of mine who has a baby with Down syndrome. So when I looked up the colors for Down syndrome, it's blue and yellow. So we'll just continue with that. So I'm gonna make hats for the whole family, and I wanted to do the Phyllis hat the way it's supposed to be done. So again, this one with the color changes and everything. So here's the blue one that I did. And then here's a blue and yellow one that I did. And this is how the color changes are actually supposed to be. So it looks, I don't know how I feel about this one. I definitely want to black these because odd shaped. So I'll get on that when I'm done recording. But here's lovely blue and yellow. Most of the yarns I'm using are 100% acrylic, so steam blocking will be what I'll be doing after this. This aqua color is like a vintage yarn. Llama had gotten donations, and this is like from Sears, so this is really old. And then this is Loops and Threads Impeccable and Sunny Day, and then Butterscotch is this light yellow. The blue and white is Mainstays, which is the Walmart yarn, in royal blue and white. And then this bright yellow is actually Red Heart Super Saver, I think in bright yellow. And then this is the Mainstays blue as well. So I have 4 hats done, and more to come. So for my makes in progress, I have 2. One is a hat, and then another one is like a design in progress. Let me grab a drink real quick, and we'll get on to makes in progress, okay? Okay, so makes in progress. I have 1 hat going. It's the Loopy Love hat again. They have baby size, child size, teen size, adult size. So I thought I'd try the teen size, see if that would be a little bit bigger than the child size that I tried. And actually with this you can actually see how shriveled up it is. But once you block it, like, it really opens up. I really like that. So again, this is Sears yarn. I think it's called Renee Sport yarn, something like that. I'll put it down below. Although I don't think you can get this yarn anymore. But it's a sport weight yarn, 100% acrylic. Anyway, and you definitely have to mark the beginning of the round, so you know, oh, this is where I start the next round. So that's that one. I'll put that down there. My other make in progress is a design. So as I said, I'm doing inspiring women. The first one was Jane Austen. Sorry, I've got it's early in the morning. So the first shawl I did was Jane Austen, which is a persuasion shawl, and then Marie Curie, which is the Petite Curie shawl. And the video explains why I named it Petite Curie. The next one is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I just watched that video, or the movie about her life, and wow, I mean, first of all, being a woman going to Harvard Law School, and then being married and having a child and going to Harvard Law School, and then having your husband get cancer while he's going to Harvard Law School. So you go to his classes, in your classes, and you take care of your baby, and you take care of your home, and oh my goodness, that's just crazy. Kudos to her. I mean, we women, we can do a lot. We're not weak. I don't think so at all. Anyway. So yeah, the actress who plays her has this beautiful blue dress. Yeah. Anyway, so the design is kind of off of that dress. I'm using Yarn Bee Soft and Secret, which is their version of Caron Simply Soft. I'm using navy, and bright blue and denim are the other colors. So, panel number 1. You didn't know there was going to be panels, did ya? Panel number 1 is all done in the bright blue. And of course, this is big enough for just a shawl anyway. Anyway, oh, I'm showing you the wrong side. You don't want to see all my ends. There you go. Gorgeous blue. I love it. I don't think I put that link to the video from Mikey because last time I was talking about the knots in my yarn. In one skein I had 4 knots in a skein. And there's a reason why. I will try to remember to put that in this video and the links down below. So you can see why they do why they put knots in your yarn. Anyway, so panel number 2 is mostly done. And here it is. Ta-da! And here's the back side, so you can see how that's put together. Yeah, so the bright blue, the denim, and then navy. And hopefully next time it'll all be done. I am looking for testers to help me with this pattern. So if you want to email me, lorilulu327@gmail.com, and I can send you the pattern, and you can help me make sure it makes sense, right? You don't want to send a pattern out and have everybody email you. Oh, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So this is I call this my design bag. My Lamalicious from Hobby Lobby, and I have all these lovely pins. This one I actually got from Olivet because I am the class of 2002. And I found that in my craft room. I was like, oh, I can put that on my bag. I didn't mention this last time either. I got a new Notions pouch. This is from, and of course it's full, and I can't find her card. This is from T-Doodles. Her name is Christy Cook. There's her Etsy. I'll put links down below. But it's this cute llama bag. And then I got some new buttons as well. I got the Crochet Clan one from Claudia from Crochet Luna. And then my husband found this one. I don't know if I support women clergy. And of course, if you know Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet, she is a pastor. I support her. But our church, we have no problem ordaining women. And so my husband's like, I will support women clergy all the time. Actually, my sister-in-law is a pastor. So anyway, there's a couple new pins that I got. Okay, that's it for Makes in Progress. I do have a couple items that are going to be, but before we get to those, can we just talk about the new stuff that Hobby Lobby has for the yarny person? Like this t-shirt, #YarnLife. They also have some other t-shirts that are yarny related. They have a whole bunch of notions and pins. Where did the pins go? Yeah, I bought some pins. One I actually already sent to Ariane, who won the giveaway. She did get in contact with me, and her prize should be there this week. Actually today, hopefully. I should go look at the tracking, make sure it got there to her. Yeah, I sent her one as a surprise. But I found a couple, this whole pack. I thought they were really cute. And of course they have cups. This has yarn balls all over it. And of course I love these kind of cups. I usually have one with me all the time at work. So anyway. Shall we talk about to be? What is going to be? The first one, I've had this pattern for a while. It's from Sam from the Sam Squeak podcast, or Craftcast. It's her Ebbing Tides shawl. And oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get started on this. And I keep thinking, oh well, what yarn do I want to buy? What yarn do I want to buy? What yarn do I want to buy? And then, because it's Ebbing Tides, I thought, you know, it needs to be like green and blue or teal or something like that. Especially teal, since that's like Sam's favorite color. But I got thinking, I have some teal in my stash. Why not use this? It's actually Loops and Threads Wool Like. And I think it's like Teal Lake or something is the colorway. I'll have to double check. The pattern calls for sport weight yarn, so I'm thinking I'll hold this double, or I may go buy a gray. Maybe, I think I may have gray down in my stash too. Put gray with this and then have it like a marled look. Yeah, we'll see. This is still like, right now I'm working kind of monogamously on hats and RBG. So hopefully once my shawl is done, I can get started on that one. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a phone call from somebody I don't know. So we'll just ignore that one. That's the problem with using your phone as your camera. Anyway, so the last thing I wanted to talk about, which is in my to-be basket, the Summer of Romance crochet along is coming up soon. I don't know the dates for it, and when I do, I'll let you know. But it's being hosted by Claudia from Crochet Luna podcast and Clarissa Beth from the Crochet Cakes podcast, who just got married. Congratulations, Clarissa Beth. I'm so happy for you. So they do this every summer. This is be the third year. This year they're doing Opposites Attract. And I was like, oh, I'd like to do that one. And then I'm like, who would I pick? I don't know. There's a lot of couples that are opposites attract. So I watched a video. It's Miss Mojo, Watch Mojo. I have several channels. Anyway, they always do like top 10 lists of whatever. And they did a list of opposites attract TV couples. I thought, oh. And then they did movie couples as well. So I was looking through the list. For movies, they did Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter. I thought, oh, I like that one. The Sound of Music, the Captain and Maria. I like that idea too. For the TV, they had Friends, Ross and Rachel. I could get behind that one. One that I really liked, but I was like, I don't know how I would do that one, is from MASH, Hawkeye and Hot Lips. Like, do army green and some red to represent her red lipstick. I don't know. But the one that I've decided on, mostly because the TV show just finished, is The Big Bang Theory and Penny and Leonard. That's who I'm going to do this for the Summer of Romance. So I have to wait for it to start. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I have my pattern. I'm going to do the Secret Paths shawl. There we go. Which is huge, and it has lots of popcorns and lots of detail and texture. So I'm doing the Secret Paths shawl. The main color, I figured I wanted to do cotton for all of this, just so it would be a nice summery shawl. Because in Chicago, it still gets kind of cold, but you don't want to be too hot in wool and everything. So I found Hobby Lobby, their Sugar Wheel Cotton. It's 100% acrylic. You get 335 yards. This is a sport weight yarn. And I picked this lovely gray tonal one. And the colorway is called Granny's Recipe. Now, for those of you who don't know my family, my Mom's mom. She's Granny to everybody. Even my husband calls her Granny. And she's actually the only grandparent I have left. So I just kind of thought this was really cool to have Granny's recipe, which she makes some amazing desserts. And she actually gave me the recipe for cheesy grits, which if you watch Vlogmas, you'll know the recipe for that. So yeah, I wanted to like a plain neutral color to complement the colors I picked for Leonard and Penny. We have Leonard and we have Penny. So this is, I love this cotton, again from Hobby Lobby. It's 100% cotton. You get 180 yards. Again, this one is a worsted weight, but it seems kind of thin. So we have pink and apple green. So I'm not sure how I'm going to stripe these in with the gray. We'll see how that goes. I've got time because the cow hasn't started yet. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening soon. I know some of you have gone to Hobby Lobby to go look at the clearance yarn, and you've come home with cartfuls of clearance yarn. When I went to Hobby Lobby, because I wanted this shirt, they didn't have any. I looked all over that store, could not find the clearance yarn, and I asked the girl, and she's like, I just started, I don't know. And I was like, it's not that big a deal. I have some other yarn, I have some other swag that I wanted to buy. I don't need more yarn. Actually, yeah, I do. Anyway, I hope you have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you later. Bye. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to do a quick update and mention something that I forgot to mention when I recorded the podcast on Friday. So, the wedding went perfect. There were a few hiccups, but not very important. I mean, Ryan forgot to tell the people to sit down after the bride came in. Oops. And then the batteries went out on the microphone, so you couldn't hear the groom's vows at all. But then we got a backup microphone, and anyway. It was still a beautiful, beautiful day, and after the wedding, I was able to make it to the last little bit of World Knit in Public Day, and Llama Llama had a bunch of festivities going on, food and all that, so that was fun. And anyway, and then today we have our cookout, and we were hoping to be outside, but we're supposed to have thunderstorms this morning, thunderstorms this afternoon, and thunderstorms this evening, so that'll be fun. We'll probably be inside. Anyway, but the one thing I did forget to mention in the podcast when I recorded on Friday is something very important. I'm going to be hosting my own make-along. So I'm going to start it in August, which is my birthday month. So you'll have time to think about what you want to do. You can, and I'm calling it a make-along because you can knit, crochet, sew, spin, dye yarn, cross stitch, whatever. But the prompt is women that inspire you. You know, whether it's somebody famous or somebody from your family or a friend, whatever. And so I'm going to start a chatter thread in the Ravelry group and just start brainstorming what you want to do, and meet me in there, and I just kind of want to hear your ideas. And we'll probably run for a couple months, give people time to do stuff. So it'll probably be August and September. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you so you can be thinking. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.